An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 4. Play fake. Murray. DK Metcalf. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Murray. Connecting here with Chark on the out route. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have struck first in this NFC title game. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football. And that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. In motion left, Hardman. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Seahawks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. 46-yard line. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 49ers nothing. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got it down to the 28.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is where you can try and get a tight end in space. They like this matchup, so they're going to let their 2 receivers to his outside, run simple little short routes, hoping to suck up the secondary. And now they'll free up space for their tight end on a corner route to make a big play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry. And
he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Down the right sideline. Inside the 20. DJ Chark. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DJ Chark. 96 yards. And the Seahawks continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 21-0.
49ers nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Shotgun now for Murray.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the route is on here in this first half.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. First down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll look to throw here.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Now Murray says hang on here. He'll step back and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Murray now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Gets this one to use check. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Second down and 8.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Looking to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
3rd and 4.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. Breaks through the contact. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 38 yards. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
28, 49ers 7. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And this is good for a 1st down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild. And here's another completion for good yardage.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Now Murray. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Gets around him, and he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Throwing now is Murray.
He completes this to Walker.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his 1st catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw, it's Murray. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They run again with Walker. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
2nd down and 6 now.
Straight ahead, Walker. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Here's Murray. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown!
Jackson Smith and Jigba
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And they're going to speed things up here.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 36 yards on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. On play action, they'll throw. On the move, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And Tommy Adebawore, the one who got in there for the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He'll drop to throw. Right side, and he finds Gray. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 3rd and 8. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. They'll give it up to the big man Walker.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and 3. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Oh, good move to the 36-yard line. Stop there. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Seahawks are the NFC champs. Time for us to sign off. Thank you so much for watching, and good night, everybody. And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.